Imagine waking up one morning with the unsettling realization that the life you've been living is not truly your own. Every decision you've made, every belief you hold, even the desires that drive you. What if they didn't come from the deepest part of who you are, but instead from the expectations, conditioning, and invisible influences of the world around you? Think about it. How much of your identity is a reflection of your authentic self, and how much of it is a carefully constructed mask shaped by external pressures? How often do you feel as though you're just playing a role, living according to a script written not by you, but by society, by your upbringing, or by the quiet fears that whisper in the background of your mind? Today, we're going to explore one of Carl Jung's most profound insights. Life doesn't truly begin until you find yourself. But what does finding yourself really mean? Is it just about becoming more self-aware? Or is there a deeper, more transformative process at play? Stay with me, because as we uncover the hidden forces that shape your identity, you'll begin to see why most people never truly find themselves and how you can break free. The journey Jung called individuation. Carl Gustav Jung, a pioneer of depth psychology, went far beyond traditional theories of the mind. He explored the vast hidden realms of the unconscious. Unlike many psychologists of his time, Jung didn't believe mental well-being was just about adjusting to society's norms. He saw psychological growth as a journey toward individuation, becoming your truest, most authentic self. But here's the reality. Most people never take that journey. They stay trapped inside versions of themselves, shaped by outside forces. They live to meet expectations, seeking validation from the world, convinced that happiness comes from approval, success, or fitting in. Yet, deep down, they feel something's missing, a quiet unrest they can't quite name. Jung believed that life truly begins when we stop running from ourselves. But before we can talk about finding ourselves, we must first face the forces that keep most people from ever doing so. The mask we wear and the shadow we hide. From the moment we're born, we're conditioned. We're given names, identities, and roles. We're taught what's acceptable and what's not. Slowly, we learn to hide the parts of ourselves that don't fit those rules. As children, maybe we expressed ourselves freely, only to be told to be realistic, stop being too sensitive, or that's not appropriate. Little by little, we build what Jung called the persona, the mask we show the world. It helps us fit in and be accepted. But the more we identify with the mask, the more we lose touch with our real selves. Then there's the shadow, everything we've rejected or suppressed. Our fears, our secret desires, our vulnerabilities, even our hidden strengths. The shadow doesn't disappear just because we ignore it. It works behind the scenes, shaping our thoughts, emotions, and behavior. Have you ever been irrationally irritated by someone without knowing exactly why? Often, that's your shadow at work, because the qualities you dislike in others are often ones you've buried in yourself. Integration, not elimination. Here's the surprising part. Your shadow is not your enemy. It contains the missing pieces of your wholeness. Jung taught that the goal isn't to destroy the shadow, it's to integrate it. When you face what you've denied, you unlock profound personal power, authenticity, and freedom. This is where the real journey begins. Finding yourself isn't about creating a brand new identity. It's about uncovering what's been buried, the forgotten memories, the unacknowledged desires, the untapped potential. It's about integrating the light and the dark into a whole, unified self. The archetypes within you. Jung believed there are universal psychological patterns called archetypes, stored in what he called the collective unconscious. These archetypes, like the hero, the mentor, the innocent, the shadow, shape our thoughts, behaviors, and life stories. In myths, the hero must face the shadow, a monster, enemy, or great trial, before transforming. In our own lives, the battle between the hero and the shadow plays out every time we confront fear, doubt, or self-sabotage on the path to growth. Other archetypes include the anima, the feminine energy within a man, and the animus, the masculine energy within a woman. These aren't about gender, but about balance, intuition and logic, emotion and discipline, creativity and structure. When they're in harmony, we feel whole. When they're out of balance, we feel conflict. The illusion of the self. Perhaps Jung's most radical idea was this: the self is not fixed. The you think you are is only a fragment of a much larger evolving whole. Your ego, the mind's identity builder, isn't bad, but it limits you by clinging to labels, stories, and fears. When you stop holding so tightly to who you think you are, you open the door to infinite possibilities. You're not just a single being moving through life. You're part of a vast, interconnected field of consciousness, carrying the wisdom of generations. How to begin the journey? Jung's path to self-discovery calls for courage, introspection, and letting go of illusions. 1. Embrace the unknown. Growth happens where certainty ends. 2. Release attachment to labels. You are more than your name, job, or past. 3. Listen to your unconscious. Dreams, instincts, and synchronicities are messages from your deeper self. 4. Surrender to the process. This is a lifelong journey, not a one-time event. The final truth: you were never truly lost. The self you've been searching for has always been within you, waiting to be remembered. So will you keep living as only a fragment of your true self, bound by old fears and illusions? Or will you step into the unknown and embrace the vast, limitless being you were always meant to be? Because life doesn't truly begin until you find